Let's find a comfortable seat on our mat. Cross-legged, so we have multiple choices here. We can stay in an easy seat, Sukhasana, with just the ankles crossed one in front of the other. We can go for a little bit more challenging seat, maybe fire log with the shins stacked, ankle over knee. Or we can move into lotus, maybe half lotus with the foot up by the hip. Or maybe we can bring both crossed over, which I'll try, but it may not look so pretty like that. I'm not staying there today. We'll go for a more fire log type pose here. All right, so once you find a little challenging seat where you're feeling sensation, but it's not like crazy uncomfortable, sit up nice and tall. Find a spot out in front of you to focus your eyes or close them. And then I just want you to listen to the sound of your breath. Feel it come in your nostrils. Taking a few moments to just connect with your body, connect with any sensation you're feeling. Feel the breath come in and out. We're not going to control it. One more time. And then keeping your eyes closed, walk your hands out in front of you. Reach the crown forward. Stay rooted in your seat. Stay here for 3 breaths. See if you can soften. As you take your next in-breath, reach through the back of your head, lifting yourself back up to that tall seat. Uncross the ankles. You can tick-tock from side to side, and then we're just going to switch the legs. Opposite leg on top. Find some roots in your bottom half. Sit up nice and tall. Again, close the eyes. Take a couple breaths. Bring your hands out in front of you. Take a breath in. Eyes are still closed. Crawl yourself out. Reach the crown forward. Find that spot full of sensation. 3 deep breaths. Next in-breath, lift through the back of your head, bring yourself back up, take a breath in, let that breath go. Come out of those crossed legs, tick-tock. Now just find Sukhasana, easy cross-legged, not as challenging. Hands rest on the knees, slide the shoulders onto your back. Take 2 big breaths across the front. As you take your next in-breath, bring the arms up, let the hands touch, take the gaze up. Exhale, drop the hands to the right, looking back behind you. In-breath, come to center, looking up. Exhale, drop the hands to the left. Looking back behind you. Do that again. Center. Exhale to the right. In-breath, center. Exhale, left. Come to center, raise the arms. Drop the right hand back behind you, give yourself a pat on the back. Take the left hand to the right elbow, bringing the palm of the hand to the center of the back. Try not to let the head collapse forward. Press the back of the head into the arm. Breathe here, 3 breaths. Exhale, right arm to the sky. Left hand back behind you. Grab with the right hand. Bring that hand down between the shoulders. Back of the head presses back into the arm. Sit up nice and tall. 3 deep breaths. Exhale, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. And then forward, down, and back. Right arm across the body, reaching it towards the left. Relax the right shoulder down. So try not to let it swallow or come up, swallow your neck in here. Press it down and pull it across. Same thing on the left side. Release. Take your hands, bring them behind you and clasp. And then take that clasp to your right hip. So the right elbow wants to come out, tuck it back behind you. And then drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. In breath, come to center. Switch the hands, bringing the clasp of the hands to the left hip. And then switch the crossing of your legs. Squeeze that left elbow back behind, and then drop your ear to the left. One more. Bring the head back up, roll the shoulders. Nice work. Gomukhasana arms. So take the hands, take the left arm above the right elbow crease, and bring the palms of the hands together. Slide the elbows down and reach the hands away. Still squeezing so we're not slumped forward, squeezing the shoulders onto your back, but pulling the hands down and out. So you feel the shoulder blades fire up. You feel a nice stretch there. Take a breath in. As you exhale, twist and kind of frame your right knee with your elbows. Take a breath in and lean it forward without coming out of your seat. So you might not go very far. One more. Big in breath. Exhale to center. Take a breath in. Exhale to the left. Take a breath in. Exhale it down. One more. In, breath up. Exhale to center. We're going to fold it forward. Take a breath in. Exhale those elbows down in case they come up. Bring those hands away from your face. Breathing in, exhale, lean it forward. Try to stay rooted and grounded in your sit bones. Breathing deep, sending that breath to the back of the ribs. One more. Big breath in, come on up. Exhale, release those arms and roll them out. Now switch it up. Opposite. Arm on top, so the right arm's on top of the left. Elbows down, hands pull away. Stay here, pulling those hands down. Two more breaths. Take a breath in. Exhale, lean it forward. One more. Big breath in, bring it back up. Exhale, release, and roll. Forward, down, and back, or the opposite direction. Nice and tall seat. Take a breath in and out. And let's get into our hips. Let's find a Gomukhasana. So we're going to do the full expression here. You're going to bring the left heel to the right sit bone or hip, right heel to the left, and then we can kind of walk the feet out a little bit. So we're trying to get ourselves knee over knee, both sit bones connected. Take your right hand, give yourself a pat on the back. Take your left hand up behind you. See if you can find the fingertips. You may or may not get them, depending on how tight your shoulders are. You can always use a strap, a belt, a towel, something like that. Like I barely have my fingers connected. And then that top elbow reaches up. Try not to let your neck collapse forward. Take a breath in. Exhale and lean it forward, staying grounded in your sit bones. One more breath. Big breath, come on up and release. You might feel that in the shoulders. They might feel 110 years old, and that's okay. And now we're going to switch the crossing of our legs. So opposite knee and leg on bottom, opposite one on top. Stack knee over knee, sit bones rooted. You might find one side feels a lot tighter than the other, and that's okay. Right hand comes way up towards the shoulder blades. Left hand reaches down. Me, I'm grabbing my shirt on this side because this is my tight shoulder side. So I'm not going to let my head collapse. I'm going to press my head back. Elbow reaching up. Take a breath in. Exhale and lean yourself forward, staying in your sit bones, which may mean you don't go as far. One more. Big breath in, come on up. Exhale. Roll the shoulders. Nice work. One last little shoulder exercise. So what we're going to do, I'm going to turn around so you can kind of see. You're going to take your left hand and reach it as far up your back as you can get. And then you're going to come onto your mat. We're going to find Baddha Konasana feet, where the soles of the feet come together and the knees fall out. And then we're going to lay back on that hand. The right hand's going to rest on your belly. And then soften the shoulder down, letting the weight of your body settle in there. And then focus on your breathing. Feel the rise and fall of your breath happen at your belly. Maybe you want to walk the feet in a little more. Drop those knees down towards the floor. Perfect time to come into your heart space. Tapping into that loving, healing, joyful energy. Maybe you want to recite a mantra. Maybe you want to plant a seed of intention. Maybe you want to bring some negative energy into your awareness. Connect with your heart space and allow yourself to let it go. Soften your body for these last two breaths. Bring the soles of the feet to the floor. Roll yourself over to the right. Peel your left hand from behind you. Grab your legs, rock yourself up. Right arm, same thing. Slide it up. And then exhale. Lower yourself down. Baddha Konasana feet again. Maybe you can walk those heels in a tad bit closer. Left hand to your belly. Let gravity settle in and melt your body. Melting your body into those uncomfortable spaces. Letting go of any grip. See if there's parts of you that you can soften into. Maybe it's your face. Maybe it's the back of the shoulders, your ankles or your knees. you want from this practice today. Last two. Bring the soles of the feet to meet your mat so the knees come up. Roll yourself over. Peel that right arm from behind you. Maybe shake out your wrists or your arms. I'm going to rock my pelvis because I'm feeling that in my pelvis a little bit, my hips. And then we're going to stay down here. So we're going to bring our knees into our chest. Hands are on the shins, and we're just going to rock from side to side. Nice work. Right leg's gonna get nice and long. Left leg's gonna get straight. Roll your ankle out. You can rest your hands right here on the calf. And then go the opposite direction. Maybe point and flex the foot a few times. And then we're gonna see if we can grab the big toe. So you may or not be where I'm at. If you're not here, a strap's your friend. You're gonna place that strap on the instep, soften the elbows, and pull the foot slowly overhead, getting sensation along the back of the leg. If you get the big toe, you soften the elbow out, increase sensation here. Right here is about good enough for me. I'm pretty tight today. Get nice and long through your right leg. Back of the knee space, pressing down, toes curling back. You can rest your right hand on top of the thigh to remind yourself to keep that leg active. And you're just going to breathe into the back of your leg. Every time you exhale, soften the elbow and pull the toes back towards the wall behind you. One more. Next in breath, forehead comes up, nose to knee. One more. Exhale, lower your head down. Allow the leg to fall out. Three more breaths. Big in breath, bring it up. Bend the knee, and then see if you can take the sole of the foot to the crease of the left elbow. Wrap the right arm around. You can lift your head, and then squeeze the ankle close to your chest. Last two. Lower the head down. Bring that left foot to the mat and just tick-tock. And we're going to go to the other side. So left leg gets nice and long. Right knee comes in. Grab a hold of the calf. Point and flex the foot a few times. The ankle. Nice work. placing your strap if you know you're going to need it, grabbing a hold anywhere along that leg where you feel sensation. Maybe you get the big toe, left hand to left thigh, active left leg, toes curling back towards the shin, soft right elbow bending out to the side. Breathe into the back of your leg. Use those exhales. Next in breath. Exhale and lift your head. One more. Exhale, drop your head. And then drop the leg out to the side. I have to move over a little bit so I don't hit that chest. Try not to let the left hip pop up. If it's popping up, press it back down and come out of the right leg. You'll have to drop it down so low. Soften that elbow. Imagine you're pulling the toes up towards your earlobe. Breathe into your belly. One more. Exhale, bring it up. Bend the knee and allow the foot to come over to the left. Lift your head. Find the crease of the elbow and the sole of the foot. This is my tighter side, so I feel it a lot more. Get nice and long through your left leg. One more breath. Exhale, release. Nice work. Bring both knees in. I'm going to come back onto my mat. Both knees come into the chest. Grab a hold of the outer edges of your feet. And then soften the knees outside of your body as if they're going to meet the floor. Soles of the feet up towards the ceiling and connect the whole back of your body from the back of your head down to your tail. Feel the floor beneath your body, every single vertebrae connected, shoulder blades connected. And imagine that the feet are standing on the ceiling. You're lined up, ankle to knee, melting the knees down. Increase sensation on your exhale. One more. Release the feet, bring the knees into your chest. Slide the hands underneath your calves and just rock from side to side. And then we're going to start to rock it up. Don't rock all the way up at once. Take it nice and slow, making yourself into a tight little ball until you can rock it all the way up and bring the soles of the feet. And then we're going to come over the knees and find all fours. So stack shoulders over wrists, spread your fingers nice and wide, stack the hips over your knees, drop your belly down. Lift through the back of your head, breathe in. Exhale and round. In breath, drop it down. Exhale, round. 2 more. Drop it down. Exhale, round. Neutral spine. Tuck all 10 toes underneath. Hover your knees. Take a breath in. On your exhale, widen the knees out. Press the hips back. In breath, come forward and hover. Exhale, press it back. In breath, forward. Exhale, back. 2 more. Exhale. Bring it forward. Hover those knees. Big in breath. Lift the hips to the sky, drop the heels. Downward facing dog. One more breath. Melt the heels to the floor. Lift those hips nice and high. Big in breath. And as you start to exhale, come high onto the toes, lifting the heels nice and high towards the ceiling and shift your whole body forward. Find a beautiful high plank. Long line of energy from the crown of your head out through your heels. One more breath. Take a breath in. On your exhale, lift the hips high. In breath forward. Exhale, lift them high. In breath forward, high plank. Exhale, hips high. 2 more of those, high plank. Exhale. In breath to high plank. Exhale, down dog. Stay here for a cycle. Lower the knees down. Bring your nose really close to your knees and your hands back by your feet. Generous child pose. Everything is soft, shoulders slumping. Rock from side to side. One more. Bring the hands forward, back to those downward dog arms. Crawl them forward a little more. Drop the chest down with the butt lifted. Find your chin. Puppy pose. Every time you breathe, melt your rib cage to the floor. And if you're not on your chin like me, you can be on your forehead, you can be on blocks, you can be on your cheek. Whatever feels good for you. 2 more breaths. Slide your body forward. Keep the elbows connected to the floor. And then you're going to take your right hand over to the left arm, and the hand should completely cover the crease of your elbow. And do that on both sides. So if one hand is not completely covering, narrow the arms a little bit. So you can do that on both sides. And then you're going to spread your fingers nice and wide once you've created your distance that the arms need to be. Shoulders come right over the elbows. And then you're going to glue the skin from the wrist to the elbow to your mat. Tuck all 10 toes underneath so your butt is lifted. And then you're going to lower the heels down to the floor. So you might step the feet in. One little baby step. Lower the heels down and then press your chest back towards your kneecaps for dolphin. Shoulders and arms fire up. Staying here for 2 more. And then we're going to play. So step the left heel in, take the right arm to the sky and point the toe. So you can find that your body seems to balance on your forearms. Lower the right leg down, press it back for dolphin for 2 breaths. With the in-breath, lift the left leg to the sky, come high onto the toes of the right. Exhale, lower both feet back down. Find your dolphin, 2 more breaths. Exhale, lower your knees. Slump the whole body and bring the hands back to meet the feet. Rock from side to side on your forehead. Nice work. Slide your hands forward. And then we're going to come down onto our mat. Getting into another little shoulder stretch here. Arms come out to a T and slightly up. So they're not straight out from the body. They're slightly up just a little bit. Lift your right leg off the floor. Drop the right foot over to the left. And then try to get the hips out from underneath you. So both hip points are pointing up towards the ceiling, both knees. This is a deep shoulder stretch. I'm actually feeling it in my hips today. So this right arm can come back behind you and find the floor. If that's too much, you can keep it in front of you and just pressing the weight of your body into that left shoulder. Exhaling, come back down to your belly. And then we're going to go to the other side. Arms slightly out into a T. Lift that left leg off the floor, bring it over to the right. Untuck your hips. Left hand back behind you. finding your deep belly breath, breathing into sensation. Two more. On your exhale, bring yourself back down. Nice work. So we're going to stay on our belly. And then you're going to bring the hands out with the elbows up. Cupcake fingers. So it's as if we're grabbing a cupcake, trying not to get the icing on the palm of our hands. And then what we're going to do is drop one shoulder down and take the gaze to the opposite hand. And then come through center, squeezing the shoulder blades onto the back. Exhale, drop the right one down. In breath center. Exhale, drop. In breath center. Right. Center. Left. Center. Right. Center. And left. Center. One more to the right. Center. One more to the left. Center. And soften. Bring the hands in front of your face. Rest your cheek on your palms or on the top of your hands. Take another breath in. Let's warm up our back. Bring the hands back behind. Reach the clasp of the hands back towards your heels. Walk the feet towards one another. Squeeze the ankles and feet together. Lift the feet off of the floor and reach the hands back. Last cycle. Exhale, release, soften everything, turn the toes out, instep of the foot, resting on the floor, soften your face. One last cycle. Hands slide underneath the shoulders, walk the feet in. Press everything up and back. First, child's pose here. Drop the knees, wide leg child's pose. Bring the big toes together, knees out towards the sides of your mat. And then we're gonna crawl the body forward. Maybe coming to your chin, your forehead, your cheek. Melt the hips back towards the heels. Two more. Sliding the hands back to meet the knees. Bring the knees towards one another. Nice. All right, little twist here. So we're gonna sit down. Keep the left knee bent, bringing the left heel to the right hip, and then cross right foot over. And then we're gonna take our left elbow to the outside of the right knee. If that's not accessible, you can always grab it. And then that right arm windmills, find the fingertips. Take that gaze behind you, twisting. One more breath. Exhale, unwind and switch. Right heel comes to left hip, left foot crosses over. Right arm outside of left knee, left arm, windmills, find those fingertips. Gazing back behind. Breathing into your twist. Take one more. Bring yourself back. Uncross those legs and tick-tock from side to side. Nice job. Now we're going to find the long side of our mat. Take our legs nice and long. Roll your thigh meat out. Lift the toes up towards the ceiling. And then at first we're just going to do a little reaching. So we're going to reach to the left, reach to the right. Take the arms up. Exhale, frame the left. Take the arms up the center. Exhale, frame the right. And breath center. Exhale, frame the left. And breath center. Frame the right. Come on up. Reach the arms nice and high. Take the gaze up. Plug the shoulders in. Exhale, left arm down. See where it lands on your left leg. Reach it as far out as it can go. If you can get the big toe, that's awesome. Soften at the elbow and reach the right arm towards that toe. For some of us, it might be right here. Some of us might be here. Some of us might be here. Wherever you are, I don't want to see this collapse. Press it back, stacking shoulder over shoulder. Breathing into your hip is probably where you're feeling it, right in here. Taking the gaze up, flexing through both feet. Breath. Exhale, reach, come back to the center. Nice work. Lean to the left, lean to the right, lean to the left, lean to the right. See where you can grab on that right leg. Hopefully you can get the toe, the ankle. Wherever you are, take that left arm to the sky. Take a breath in. Exhale, reach for the right foot. Breathe into sensation. One more. In breath, come on up. Nice work. One last. Wide leg, forward bend. Take a breath in. Exhale. Reach the crown of your head forward. So we can do this. Bring the arms up. Exhale, reach. Soften where you are. Toes are up towards the ceiling. Two more. Soften. Slide the hands back. Roll yourself up. Keep the legs where they are. Bring the hands back behind you. Fingertips pointing towards your sit bones. Now squeeze the shoulder blades together. Puff open your heart. Flex the feet and press through the arm bones. There's a string attached to the center of your heart, pulling your chest up towards the ceiling. One more. Exhale. Bring the feet together. Tick-tock the legs from side to side. Feeling pretty good, open. We pretty much covered the whole entire body. Let's find our mat. Get one little core exercise in here. Finding Navasana. Sitting up nice and tall, lining up through the spine and the crown of the head. Both sit bones rooted into the floor. Lean it back. Try to straighten both legs. So what happens here is we tend to round. Take that rounding out. Bring the low ribs and thighs to meet. Point the toes towards the ceiling. And then see if you can maintain this shape without the hands. Reach the hands up towards the ceiling. Plug your shoulders in. Maybe you can bring the hands to a prayer, reaching past your toes. Two more. Lower down a little bit. A bit more. A bit more. And release. Bring your hands down by your sides. Tick-tock your knees. And let's end the practice kind of the way we started. Bringing the soles of the feet together. Allowing the knees to fall out. And notice how the shape feels now versus when we started practicing. Start to find some deep breaths. Soften into the back of your hips. let's get our arms involved. Let's take them into goddess shape. So goalpost arms, 90 degrees from wrist to elbow. Melt the back of the shoulder space to the floor. Maybe closing the eyes if you're ready.